listen, I love this film, and I don't want to fall all over myself, but I'm sure you heard this all today. But to get into your heads a little bit, I'm really curious what pleases both of you the most.
Well, please, out of anything, or you better start.
The pure excellence, beginning of this with the script. I mean, you go to the movies today, and when it doesn't work, which is most of the time, it's always the writing. The script, to me, is superb. I didn't know how anybody was going to make a movie out of this great script, and Spike did it. And I'm pleased to be a part of something this excellent, period. It's so rare these days.
It is rare.
Yeah.
Always begins with writing. Does it begin with writing for you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, and all the scripts Charlie Kaufman has written are all, they're all, amazingly interesting and original, and then, also moving and thought-provoking. I don't know, he's a pretty great writer.
I can imagine the pitch meeting being a little peculiar.
There was no pitch meeting.
Really?
No, there couldn't have been a pitch meeting. We would have never gotten. No, Charlie wrote this by himself as a spec script, without, and that's that's what I read. I read a script that he had just sat down and wrote for himself, by himself, with. But I think if he would have tried to if Charlie would have had to gone in and try to explain this movie to somebody beforehand and got somebody's notes before he sat down and wrote it, it wouldn't have. I don't think that would have ever made it through that process.
He would have said, where's the scene where the bus explodes? I don't get this.
Well, it took me about 10 minutes just to explain the floor. And I can't say 7.5. I can't say it's 7.5 floor. It's hard to say. It doesn't roll off my tongue very well. I guess, in the grand scheme of movies, I know you've got to be aware that you've made a really completely original film. I don't have anything to compare it to. And I hope that just blows your ego huge.
I hope, yeah, no, that's good.
But that's why the movie would not have been funded if they tried to explain it.
But I see original films every once in a while that don't work. I mean, there are a lot of good ideas out there, very few really great films.
Right.
How do we get to the next level on this?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of original films coming out right now. I thought
right now, yeah.
Election was really original. Fight Club, The Straight Story, David Lynch's new movie. Celebration that came out last year, Life is Beautiful, American Beauty. There's a lot of movies that are coming out that I think are really interesting.
In the grand scheme of movies, and to defend my own statement, right? I mean, this is the time of the year. But also, out of 350 films, we could probably name 10 or 20.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can name 200 or 150 that are that original. Good try, though. That was good.
Well, the year that Gone with the Wind won the Oscar, they listed something like 20 or 30 films that are unforgettable. That year there was an incredible amount of great movies made, and that's not true anymore. You could name a handful, 5 or 6, and I think to be, congratulated for having made the most original of the ones that you've named.
Wow.
The best, but it is rare these days. Most of the writing, I sit there and I watch the movie, and just before I get up to leave about a half an hour, and I say, who put the money up for this script? These days, the photography's good, the acting's okay, it looks nice. There's no story. We have a story.
You have a good story. Spike, one last question. When an audience in Dallas will pay $7.50 to see your film, what kind of things do you want them, after they pay their money, to think and feel about this one?
I think if they think or feel anything, that's good by me. I think if somebody just laughs and enjoys the absurdity of it, that's good. If somebody thinks or feels anything about the characters or about some of the ideas in it, I think it's all good. I mean, I think if.
And you got the film you set out to make.
Well, more or less, I don't know. It's like I think. There's a million things in it.
Yes, I made exactly what I set out to make.
Very good. Nice to see you. I really enjoyed that very much.